Spanish, but wanted to be in the Spanish service. And so that was just very encouraging. That's all that we've done so far to help grow the family. And again, we've had a lot of potlucks and stuff like that on Sundays. That's why we're doing it, because you guys said it. And if you talk about, I don't know if we're eating a lot together, I'm going to let me quote you real quick. On January 8th at 7:56 p.m. As a matter of fact, reach out to me for what we've done. We have the Sunday service team, which I am not associated with, called the PPC Party Planning Committee, who do an incredible job. Putting a lot of events together that are helpful to reaching out to people. Right? We had our Easter service, which was like aimed at young families. We have over 53 plus children. And we have, we've been averaging like 12 kids at our children's ministry. Yeah, 53 plus. Just the Sunday service team did an incredible job of orchestrating that. Our Palm Sunday was a lot of fun. It was like worshipful Sunday. We had music pretty much playing the whole time, right through our communion, our communion, the welcome, everything. That was a lot of fun. Mother's Day was again created by the Sunday service team. If you liked it, remind you. If you didn't like it, see what Rosenbaum was going It was great though. It was meant to be like having interactions, to engage each other, for you guys to get to know each other. Build, have the youth, the intergenerational kind of walk back and forth. I thought that was really encouraging. And then of course, Mr. Phil, who's just working so hard, has done an incredible job with the AP team. What we're trying to do is create a space even on stage to be able to have these live panels. So I don't know if you noticed over the last couple of weeks, but we've gone kind of wireless. Right before, I felt uncomfortable about just even stepping to one way or the other. And so we've gone pretty much wireless so that we can have panels, so that we can move the mics, and so just make it easier for us to be able to do different things that are engaging. It just doesn't look like, there's just so much going on and having to distract me even to the service. And so thank you for your patience on that. I know a lot of these, we started a little late, we didn't end on time. Part of that was because we're trying different things to help not only the AV, but also the streaming. Our streaming, for those who weren't here last week, go watch the streaming online. The last week's service, I was like flying through the service. It was amazing. And the streaming, you didn't lose. Come on, that's right. You didn't lose anything. Like, you didn't lose any of that connection because of such a great job that you did doing it. And we have different people that have been serving even on that. James is helping a lot. Leslie, just put her on that. She just walked in. Hey, Leslie, run away. She's awesome. And there are other people on that. And so those are some of the things that we've been doing to try to help reach out to the new hopefully you guys see. And of course, worship. Thank you again to the worship team. I know sometimes when we talk about this, we want to help create an experience that's going to be attractive to what we're trying to attract. We can't wait until we have the people that we want to create that experience. We have to create what people are going to come to. And so I know at times when it comes to the music, it's like, well, it's just not quite our preference. And I appreciate all the sacrifice that you put in because you have this idea, this thought that, okay, what's the greatest need? What is it that we're all, according to that mind map, trying to strive for? Okay, what's the plan? Right, this is what the plan is. This is what we laid out in place to accomplish this. And okay, let's all put our minds together and move forward. And that's where you see you guys, and we appreciate it. We're very thankful for that. Thank you, worship team as well, for being so, being able to adjust to all the very different things that we're doing. Lastly, our second class here is the shepherding team. We've had all of those studies that we've been doing. Our elders put together a shepherding team that have been focused on encouraging those who have been converted here in the last 2 years. This year, it's May, we've had 9 conversions already. It's really encouraging. We're doing a great job of ensuring that, hey, we don't just stop, studying with people or building them up or helping them mature when we finish the study. There's so much more that comes after. Elders doing a great job of ensuring that shepherding team is connected to those young disciples and that they're getting the help and the milk that is going to lead to the meat that they need to help to mature. One of the fun things that we've been doing here recently as well has been the family group restructure. All right? We've done this with 3 or 4, we've been trying it out with 3 or 4 family groups. And it's just been really fruitful and encouraging to see the connection and the multi-generational impact that we already have. We have one family group that has members in that family group that range from like 19 to like 50 plus, with marrieds, singles, single moms, young professionals in that group. Last week we had another group that also meets that met for the first time, where half of the group is, just again, range from 19 to 60 plus. And they had a barbecue last week, and we're meeting throughout the summer to see if we can combine that family group. Something else that's in the works is we have a children's ministry family group that we're going to start here in the next few weeks. All right, now that's very much in the beginning process, but we have just seen how much of an impact our teen ministry, for instance, has had, because the parents have been empowered with running that ministry, if that makes sense. And so that's kind of what we want to do as well with our children's ministry. We want to try to create a family group where we can empower the parents to be able to create events and opportunities for the whole church that's focused on growing this one very, very necessary area that we have to grow, and that's our children's ministry. Which again, it's just membership-wise, I think we have maybe 12 children. We've been averaging way more than that. 20 under preteen. Oh, that's 20. That's great. That's great. So we're moving on up, but we definitely want to continue to grow that. Now, if you think, hey, I think I'm going to be perfect for that family group, I want to invest in myself in growing the children's ministry, please let us know. If you're like, hey, why hasn't my shoulder been tapped? It's because we haven't had anybody's shoulder tapped yet. I just kind of want to let you know where we're at, and we're also asking for anybody to find themselves, but we think they could be a great addition to this group. But the goal is to create opportunities for young families, for the whole church, whether it be events throughout the week, or Sunday events, or services that can accommodate young families. That's going to be the goal. Very similar to the way that the teams are run. Hopefully that makes sense. We can certainly give you guys more information on that. And then the three pillars. For the family group leaders, we've been talking about this, probably from the beginning of January, slowly unrolling that as a way to help continue to shepherd each other, but also shepherd the church as a whole, and continue to grow in our initiative to help the different generations come together. We have different family groups already that have decided to commit. So we have one who's like, we're going to be the family group that grows a church family. And so they've been meeting with the different family groups, different young family groups, having different events, just to encourage the family growth in the church. We've had 2 as well that have talked a lot about, hey, on Saturdays we want to be oversee doing a lot of community service. And so we have family groups involved in that, ensuring that we're creating community service opportunities for not just family groups, but other people in the church. There was another one. I know we have, what's that? The evangelism, we have a family group who is committed to having different Bible talks in the mornings. That's going to be geared towards helping those who are retired. They've been meeting, even I think before we had this initiative, but I think they meet Wednesdays and Thursday mornings, and they've been doing that for some time. And the goal is to be evangelistically focused. So that's been really encouraging, and that's kind of really going after some of the things that I shared, and what we just shared here behind that. And finally, the growth in knowledge section, which is our teachers team. We have a unity, two-part series that they're going to unroll here next month. For the summer, we want to try to help encourage you guys by providing videos for your families. They're going to be short videos that are going to be made by this teachers group that are going to help to create discussion and that allow all of us to be on the same page when it comes to our meetings as well when we meet together. So short videos from the teachers team that would allow us to kind of have discussions and talk about if you want to use this as a resource during the summer. And then we're going to be having our theme for the fall is going to be on holiness. They've already been working on. My understanding is they've been meeting. Kevin, is Kevin here? No. And every other week since what's that? A month and a half. Preparing for this stuff, including going into the fall as well. So that has been super encouraging. I know you guys. This is something that was very important to all of you. And this is what Kevin is doing an incredible job of managing that team. And he's done a great job. Now, my understanding, I think last told me was that we wanted to, the team, it's certainly true that not everybody who's in that team is necessarily considered a teacher or meets qualifications to be a teacher. But the team itself is orchestrated to allow for different input to come in as well. So if there's anyone who might be interested in that, please come see me or Kevin, especially when it comes to sisters. But again, that doesn't mean just for, I know some people can start off as, they might be thinking like, does that mean that I gotta be up there teaching, or does that mean that I gotta be the one doing this? No, it doesn't. But maybe perhaps you could be one of the people who helps kind of do the research, or we can put some of the stuff together. We're looking for some more people in that area as well, so if you have any interest in that, please let us know. Any questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns about what we're talking about so far?
This is really encouraging. All of us have done.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I just think it's inspiring to try. You know, do your input. We're gonna go.
Good. I appreciate it. All right, good stuff. Thank you guys for all of everything that you shared. You know, I think this kind of leads us to, what do we need from you? I think we probably all agree and kind of come to this understanding that our Sunday service is going to convert anybody. Right? Our Sunday service isn't what's going to, in and of itself, that one day heal anybody of pains or just suffering that they've gone through. Well, the Sunday service is not going to, create because you showed up on that Sunday, your relationship with God, you are now have a relationship with God. But that's not, I hope we're all on the same page. That's not what we're trying to do. Right? What we as a leadership team hope to do is create opportunity for God to use you to help do those things. Does that make sense? And so that's what everything is here for. It is to create opportunity for you, for God to use you. God has prepared good works for you to do. The Sunday stuff, the Wednesday stuff, that again, it's opportunities that we're trying to open up for you. I came across the scripture, Psalm 105, where it says, "Give praise to the Lord, proclaim his name, make known among the nations what he has done, sing to him, sing praise to him, tell of all his wonderful acts. Glory in to engage." Right? When it comes to this idea of even just worship and honoring God, What is it saying? It's like proclaiming, make known among the nations what he has done. It's worship is so much more than just, just singing the lyrics to the song. It's a proclamation of who God is, of what God has done. And so that's what we need to do. When we come in on Sundays, our hearts need to be ready to engage and to worship God, not just in song and in spirit, but it's just this willingness to tell and proclaim His good news. That's what we see in Acts in Acts chapter 2. All the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. And the Lord added to the number daily those who were being saved. Right here, there's no mention of incredible sermons or incredible light shows at Sunday worship or bands or ministers who can barbecue very well. That's not what's going to have an impact. It's like the numbers, the brothers and sisters walked in and were looking around to see what need can I meet. They came in not to consume, not to be consumers of church. They came in to see, okay, where can I fill the hole? Like, in what ways can I help grow this? How can I make this better? So as we're doing different things throughout Sundays and Wednesdays, and as we have more events on Saturdays and children activities, but the call is for you to know that that's just the opportunity. What happens at that event is up to you. It's up to you. You have to come ready to engage with the people that are there, whether it be those who you know or those who you don't. And if you see people around you who need help, hey, it's also your responsibility. Be aware of your brother's keeper. Ephesians 4:15. Instead, speaking the truth of love, we will grow to become, in every respect, the mature body of Him who is the head. That is Christ. From Him, the whole body, joined and held together by every supporting ligament, grows and builds itself up in love as each part does its work. Each part does its work. In truth and love. So if you're at church service and you see somebody you don't recognize, right, and you're going to go talk to them, but then you look across the room there, and you see somebody maybe that is not doing well, or then you haven't seen you go talk to anybody. I think this is calling us to go to the brother and be like, hey, why don't you come with me? Let's go see who can, set up a lunchtime with that person who has zeal for it. Like, we need you to get his number. You're called to do that. That's not for the pulpit to have us grow. That's for each other. So supporting ligaments, each has its own part. We're all the body. God is the head. If we're not working together, it doesn't matter how fancy our lights are. They're pretty fancy. That's fancy. Look at that camera right now. And we're trying. But that's not what's going to actually create depth in our church. That's not what's going to help our body heal and grow. Right? I know you know we got to time where we're like, hey, you just have to go straight your way. I know that's not the key. You know that. But it's also not just not to sit back and be like, that service was terrible because we started at 10:38, 8 minutes late. But the mind was all wonky, it didn't sound good, right? That's also not what it is. And so that's where we want to hear from you, and we want to do what you call us to. But also, you have a huge role, probably the bigger role, that you care to give yourself credit for. And that's what we're calling you to when it comes to this stuff that we want to put in place. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we're going to kind of look at even a little bit of what we have in store for the coming weeks. Because this Sunday is going to be an incredible opportunity for you to kind of put this into practice. We have 18 teachers from the surrounding area that are not members that are RSVP to coming to church on Sunday, right? And many of them have committed to bringing their families with them. I'm going to be honest, half of them are Julie Joseph's teachers, but that's okay. That's all right. Listen, we don't have to be weird about it, but we're going to see a lot of new faces there. This is a great opportunity to just introduce yourself. Hey, exchange information. You might not ever see that person again. Get their number. Set up lunchtime. Set up something. Everybody likes lunch. Everybody likes, most people like coffee. Everybody likes to eat. Most people like coffee. No, everybody doesn't like coffee. Tea, and other things. But so that's right. So it was very good to give us a little more information on what this Sunday is going to look like, but that's kind of what we're hoping for you, right? We're excited about what it's going to be, but it's not going to matter. It's not going to have a lasting effect if we don't do our part in our roles. Because the goal is not just as important as it is, don't get me wrong, to just celebrate teachers. The ultimate goal is to get them to understand how important they are to God, and how special they are, not just to their teachers, but because they're his daughters and sons. Amen? Here is one. Father.
Hi guys. Just happy about Sunday. But I hope it's not news to you guys that there's a misprint on this invitation. We've tried to blast out as much as we can the news that we confuse ourselves with all of the different places that we're meeting over the summer. And as a result, this says that we will be at the DoubleTree Hotel this Sunday. That is a lie. Don't lie to your teacher. That's not right. So what Petey and Claudia did, well, what I did, was cross out DoubleTree and write Peabody, and then cross out DoubleTree and write Marriott, and then cross out Danvers and write Peabody. So if you still have a Hail Mary teacher that you want to invite and see if she doesn't have anything going on this weekend, I have more invitations up here, but just make sure that they know that this is wrong. However, something really cool is on these invitations is this little black spot that if you hold your phone up to it in the picture mode, and don't take a picture, but just hold it there until a link pops up, you can click that link and it'll take you straight to a place where you can register. And it has a lot of information about what is going to happen, about the ceremony, and about where it's going to be. And so that is how we know that there are 18 teachers signed up, because I have a list that comes in. And that is how we know that half of them are Julie Joseph's teachers. Because it asks, what is the student's name that invited you? And it says Julie Joseph. So if you know any other teachers that you think are worthy of praise, we also have somebody who is a teacher herself and has invited co-workers, and we'll present them with awards. So that's so exciting. It's not limited just to the little kindergartner that wants to give their teacher this invitation. You know, a teacher that is worthy of praise and would like for them to be recognized. This would be a great time. What's going to happen is I'm going to actually print out awards for each person with RSVPs, and we're going to have a little gift for them. And whoever nominated them or invited them or whatever will come up and they will say their name. Will say, for example, I'm Carrie, I'm a 5th grader at this school, Coolidge Middle School. Well, I'm a 6th grader at Coolidge Middle School. And my teacher, Pedro Bravado, is worthy of praise because he always has the coolest shoes. And I'm going to give him the award and the bag, and then he can go sit down and happy. And so we want the teachers to feel loved, happy, encouraged, and what we will do is have a section of the, not called the auditorium sanctuary, the seating will be arranged so that if we were in that building right now, all of this area would be reserved for the teachers, the students, their family, so that it'll make it easy for them to come up and get their award, and they're not tripping over everybody as they try to get out of their seats. But it'll also make it easy for us to identify the large sea of people that we can go say hi to and just be nice, not weird, but nice and encouraging. I'm probably going to be weird, that's the point. I'm good at it. So, the calendar, that's the next thing we're going to get into. Hopefully you guys receive this in your email. It lets you know that this coming Sunday is the teacher honor service. After that, it's very fitting that we will have our graduates on on the 9th, and that is actually at the Doubletree Amherst. So that's exciting, and it's also exciting that Julian is graduating, and he's got half of the teachers coming, so it's a good little segue into that too. Yeah. And then Father's Day at the Doubletree also. We are excited to see some like multi-generational things going on Father's Day, so hopefully that'll be fun. And then after that, we will have one more service at the Doubletree before we have the BCC service at BSU. If you don't know what BSU is, it's Bridge State University. If you don't, Bridgewater State. If you don't know where that is, Bridgewater is very south. I don't really know where it is, I'm sorry to say it's south, but it's near the coast. It's a long drive from here, and it's fun. So hopefully you guys can make it to that. I don't know if you wanted to come through and talk about the family with me and stuff.
So for the midweek, for the midweeks, this is going to be kind of the only month that we have one look like this. We'll be together by family group. We'll all be together on the 12th. Family group and the 26th, and then afterwards we'll kind of go to something that we've done in the past in the summers, which is 3 family groups with the 3 midweeks with the family group, 1 all together, and we'll see that here in a second. We will have a family group leaders meeting. We've been doing these in person, but because we don't have the regular school systems and they cost a lot of money to stay in these hotels for an hour longer, we're going to do them through Zoom. We'll give you guys more information. It will very likely be in the evening on Sunday. Let's see. I think that is it for the VBS. The VBS, in case you guys can see that here, Vacation Bible School is this week, 23rd to the 28th. For the month of July, as you can see, the midweeks are going to be by family group for the majority of the time. We'll be providing some resources for you to be able to use if you need. And then we'll have the regional midweek here on the 31st of July. This will be something for the summer as well. We'll be going back to either house church or sector services for the first week of the month. And we'll send out more information. It seems like, at least in the Merrimack area, they're going to try to do sector services. For this area, at least the first one will be through house church. And if different house churches want to get together, that's totally fine as well. And then we'll send out more information if we want to do a second service as well for the North Shore area. We will, as you guys can see here, for the most part in the summer, but for these 2 Sundays, we'll be at the Dan Bush Doubletree. But all that information you'll see as well in the calendar. I don't think there is anything here in July. We have the teen camps. My wife and I and our family will all be at the pre-teen camp, helping there. And again, you'll see the meeting by family group, and then we'll be together. You'll see the services up here, the first of the month, second services, everything else together. Any questions, thoughts, comments? Did I miss anything? You'll see the Ignite events there as well. ICNC for the campus. Anything else that I missed? Singles conference? Any thoughts, comments, concerns? All right, good stuff. Again, it's not too late to invite new teachers. I'm telling you, we send our kids out with the invitation one day. Within an hour of them being in school, they had arts. The teachers had RSVP. During class, they were RSVP. And then I volunteered for one of their. A few days later, I volunteered for one of their field trips. And afterward, the teacher chased me down and said, guys, just want to let you know, I RSVP, I'll be coming and bring family. You know, and she lives where? She lives in Neenah. So I heard that's really far from Midweek, and she's wanting to come. So I know sometimes we could be nervous and scared about, like, hey, our church is having, but put it in God's hands. You'd be surprised. I mean, again, I was so surprised that within an hour, while they were in school, both of their teachers, RSVP, PDs and Claudias, to come this Sunday. So it's not too late. Just let us know if you have people so we can make sure to have this for them. That is all I have for us today. We'll close out here in the prayer. Just want to make sure I didn't leave anything else out. Any comments? Anything else that go for it?
I just have a comment on
He is great of you to come down.
Why don't you say that into the mic, Maria, because I just make sure everybody. It's good, it's great.
From Julian, he would love you all to come down and talk to the teachers. He said they're not his peers, and he doesn't want his teachers to feel like they're stuck with kids. And they are, or really, he can't react to his teachers, you know, because there's just a generation gap. So he really appreciates everyone coming down to the, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate what was said earlier in the evening about not being a consumer. That stuck with me ever since you mentioned it, because that's a great word from all over as a Christian in America now, that I don't become, this is another thing I consume. Maybe it's spiritual, maybe it's biblically based, but my attitude is a very fine line between being a giver and a taker. And you're right, I certainly appreciate all your response to all the conversations and D-group meetings that you went through. It's clear that you were listening. But still, your point stands that it is the heart that God works through, and not necessarily all the fancy mechanics, because I still am stunned that as a stone cold atheist, I went to Florida, I went to church because they were serving food, and the sermon was boring. All the sermons were boring, and I don't remember a single word from a single one of them. And I went for 2 years. So, but I saw in the heart of the people something I had never seen before, and it was definitely different. And yet they were from the south and I was from the north, and somehow God works anyway, because he said, they'll know you're my disciples by your love for one another. And he didn't exclude anybody from that. So you're right, our attitude to all these activities makes all the difference in the world.
God, thank you that you really do love us, that you have a heart for us, that we have our hearts for you. But heard about eating, and I think we should eat here. To me, to feed people around us, your word, your love, your joy, your peace, and to encourage them to eat bacon. Thank you for the church and all the work that God has worked to help us to do that, to enable us to do that. I pray that you put our feet and our hands in action to do that, and that we will receive